Hello, my name's Quintin Smith and I would like to welcome you to my first ever attempt at casting for PCGamer.com. Very much jumping in at the deep end here. What I'm doing here is commentating on a match of Dota 2, high level match that I haven't watched before, and yep, and I'll be honest, I've played 110 hours of Dota 2, so this is absolutely the game I'm most qualified to commentate on, and yet also I don't really know what I'm talking about. One of the downsides of playing a MOBA, this is ludicrously hardcore. I've got a cup of coffee here. I've got my cheat sheet with all the names of the heroes that these guys are playing, and I have played almost all of them, so that's good. I actually have some experience playing the same game as them. Oh, and Dota 2's trademark horns means that we're off. I'm going to be referring to all of these heroes by the names of the heroes rather than the players, both because it gives me less to remember and because one of the heroes is, I think, called John-Dildos there. Okay, so here we've got John Dildos in a forest. He's playing Shadow Demon, who is a sort of legendary jerk. If you're going up against a Shadow Demon who knows what he's doing, then he can slow you down, he can poison you, he can cause you to take more damage with his Soul Catcher ability. So that's all tricky. Looks like we've got John Dildos going in for an early gank there with Templar Assassin trying to run away, and looks like the tower's going to save him there. And that's all actually entirely fine. We appear to have the entirety of the Radiant side in the very centre lane there. Not entirely sure what their tactic is going on, because it's going to result in Dire getting a lot more golden XP in these early rounds. Templar Assassin, yep, continuing to survive and very much not give Radiant the early gank that they really needed there. I'm going to switch camera control to free, because I'm actually being really annoyed at the game deciding where I'm looking. Yeah, we've got Windrunner moving down the river, very much harassing the team that are going entirely aggressive, so I'm not totally sure what's going on there. We've got Chaos Knight, no. We've got Radiant very much going absurdly aggressive. Really, if you're not familiar with those two, what they probably want to be doing at this point is getting the last hits and XP from these lanes, and they're very much not. Well, they seem to have relaxed into a position where they are actually doing that now, so that's good. So currently, it looks like for the Dire side, we've got Windrunner and Chaos Knight in bottom, going up against Shadow Demon and Venomancer. So, yep, I don't have anything to say about that, because that certainly seems to be a comparatively balanced matchup. Over in mid lane, we've got Luna going up against Sand King and Templar Assassin. So Luna's probably going to have quite a terrible time there, seeing as, well, I mean, that's a ranged hero going up against two melee heroes, so it's not going to be the worst thing ever. Over in top, we've got Mirana, and she's Mirana, and she has a Panther. And I haven't played Mirana, don't know if you can tell that. And she's going up against Beastmaster, who is a carry, I believe, which means that, and then so is Mirana, so, yeah. And Beastmaster is, however, a melee hero going up against a ranged hero in lane is always going to be tricky in these early games, because the range is just going to harass, as we can see here, with Mirana firing her arrows, and Beastmaster not really getting the opportunity to get those last hits they need. So what I'm realising now is that I've been talking for about a minute, and I don't necessarily know how long this match is going to be going on for, but I've got about another 29 minutes to talk for. Oh, that was a kill! And what happened there is, yeah, I didn't see it. That's probably quite bad. I understand that there's a joke in Dota 2 commentary sequence, sort of scenes where commentators always miss first blood. Oh, and I've got my Steam overlay coming in there telling me that Ollie Welsh of Eurogamer is playing Dishonored. That's probably not very professional, is it? Yeah, this is difficult. One of the things I wanted to get across in the article on casting that took you to here almost certainly is that this is actually tremendously difficult. It's not really just a matter of talking, it's also a matter of controlling the camera. It's something that eSports commentators have to deal with that regular commentators don't. Oh, we've got Sand King going in there, and then the Templar Assassin, and then we've got the Sandstorm, and then that's almost certainly Mirana out. Yes, Mirana, I meant to say Luna. But did you notice how fast I talked there? That sounded very professional, I think. Yeah. So it's a matter of not only In fact, I might even go further and say that the eSports commentator's job is actually harder than that of a sports commentator. And hear me out, because, I mean, if you've got a game like Dota 2, or I had the absurd experience of watching people try and commentate on Modern Warfare yesterday, there's just so much to look at. You simply have multiple battles happening simultaneously. If you've got a ball game, you're pretty much only having to look where the ball is. In Dota 2, I've got 3 lanes I'm simultaneously trying to watch, but with 10 heroes or with unique abilities. I mean, perhaps, you know, basketballers will have their own abilities, but well, I don't really know what I'm talking about anymore. Oh, we've got a gang going on. The Shadow Demon has put himself in a power that he has. He disrupted himself to get out of damage there, which gave him the time for the Venomancer to come in and save him. We've got and Naked Prophet comes in there, walls in Chaos Knight with the trees. That was excellent work from that whole team, preventing the kill that Dire wanted to get off on them. Oh, in fact, will we see Dire getting in their very own kill? If they knew that Windrunner would go into that forest? No. Shadow Demon backs off because, keeping up the pressure, but it doesn't look like they're going to get that gank that they want because, no, Dire has fallen back to that tower. Meanwhile, in the mid, we've got Templar Assassin and Luna. Yep, they're still fighting, which is good because it's a game about fighting. And then we've got another woman on a Panther up here. She's going into, and, oh, my frame rate's dropped. I wonder why that is. That could be actually Fraps. Hang on. This is very interesting. Okay, yep, so as it happens, I'm going to have to turn Fraps on and off routinely in order to prevent the game suffering from massive frame rate issues. There are, of course, technical issues towards being a video in eSports caster, which will have to be overcome, but fundamentally I think that pales in comparison to the fact that I have to not stop talking. We've got Beastmaster. You know what, let's do something that I've seen professional commentators do, which is look at these charts. Dota 2 client has fabulous charts you can look at. Oh, hang on, is something happening? Beastmaster under a lot of pressure there. Is that a gank? That looks like a kill. Oh, Beastmaster, really? You should have been a beast and you weren't. So yeah, these charts are wonderful things to look at if you don't really know what to talk about and you just want to look at a chart and say, look, here's a chart. It's difference in XP earned, and it goes down, which is good. That, of course, does mean that the Dire has more than 2,000 more XP than the Radiant, which is going to be a very difficult thing to come back from. But this is early stage of the game. Is that a kill on Chaos Knight as well? That could be, yep, that's a kill. That evens out to what, that's 3-3. The general, yep, that's, well, looks like Sand King got the kill. Yeah, so, oh my god, this is, I'll probably talk more about this in the article, but I've realised that it's one thing to be able to talk and follow, you know, like individual events, but the actual ebb and flow of the match, like I just realised I don't really know who's winning. I mean, okay, so we've got Dire getting, that's a huge increase in gold, that's a huge increase in XP, they have more kills, we haven't seen a tower fall down yet, but by and large this looks like Dire's game currently. They're also even pressuring that bottom tower, which we're seeing here. Luna, I believe, comes in, and that's a dead Windrunner. So Windrunner attempting to push there, and it looks like Radiant could allow Dire to keep pushing, let themselves push into Radiant territory, let them make some mistakes, and potentially even that XP and gold debt. And here we've got Mirana also continuing to pressure that top tower. Yep, the whole Dire team very gently pushing on these towers, trying to continue their XP and gold advantage, but of course that leaves Radiant in an opportunity to even the kill ratio.
Tower is under attack.
Yep, and that's Mirana definitely playing it quite safe, not pushing that top tower anywhere near as hard as she could. Meanwhile, Templar Assassin continuing to farm. Let's look at some levels. The heroes are all different levels. Would you look at that? And we've definitely got very high level Mirana there, which is going to be difficult since she is a hero, and being a hero, as she gains levels, she gains stronger, which is dangerous. Oh, do we have a no? Sand King going for the kill of Luna there, and no, just can't quite get around that tower. Meanwhile, we've got a massive team fight here. That's Shadow Fiend walled in the trees again. We've got Chaos Knight running away under some really heavy right clicking from Venomancer and Nature's Prophet, and oh, Sand King just escaping a gank there with a Sandstorm, and then, no, it doesn't look like we're going to have any ganks here. Radiant really needed to get a gank there to try and even out that XP and gold, and they couldn't quite manage it. And, yep, on the other hand, while that team fight was happening, Mirana did manage to push over that top tower, which is going to result in a nice healthy burst of gold. Yep, big spike there of pushing down that tower, nudging Dire into a stronger advantage. Sandstorm, really? Oh no, why? He had too little health there. That was really, really very dangerous for him, but it looks like he's going to escape anyway, even despite that disruption from Shadow Fiend. Meanwhile, Windrunner and Chaos Knight gently pushing there, keeping it away from their tower.
Top tower is under attack.
And we've got Mirana, looks like, heading in potentially for a gank of Luna coming up behind her. We'll have to see. This directed camera is really pretty good, gives me one less thing to worry about. Just in case you're not aware, I'm not actually controlling the camera right now, I'm letting the game do that for me. And it's just guessing what's important, and I'm letting it because it probably knows better than I do. Mirana nipping in there, continuing to push top lane, continuing to get some pretty good farm as well. She is absolutely the highest level on Dire's team currently. Probably like the hotkey for this game stats meeting, but yeah, no, Mirana very strong. Meanwhile, everyone working that tri lane at the bottom, which is to say 3 heroes on 1 lane, is a much lower level simply because there's less XP to go around. Oh no, is that another death from Windrunner? That looks like she's out, and okay, yeah, I really should be talking and explaining what's happening here, but there's actually much too much going on, and that was the numbers are coming over everyone's heads, and oh my god, it's Venommancer, he's gonna fall over. Meanwhile, Temple Assassin died, apparently. Also, I'm awful at this. Okay, Nature's Prophet running away. Sand King, it looks like he could get in a burrow if he just gets pushed off. There's the burrow! And one right click, and Nature's Prophet falls over, which is a terrible shame because it just looked like Radiant were actually managed to get some ganks there. So Dire continuing their XP and gold advantage, getting kills at approximately the same rate as Radiant, not allowing them to equalise, but keeping up the pressure on those towers. Let's swap over to a free camera. As soon as I do this, inevitably people will start dying without me looking at them. Yeah, that tower definitely has... Oh, somebody's paused the game. I wasn't counting on this, but this gets factored into the replay as well. Beastmaster says he'll be right back. I'm going to take this opportunity to have a drink of coffee because my mouth is getting extremely dry. We're 10 minutes into a match. Okay, so that means potentially I'm about a third of the way through this. That's good coffee. I'm drinking black coffee in case anybody would like to know. Black coffee doesn't take sugar, though, because I don't like sugar in my coffee. There we go, 3, 2, oh thank god, 1. Here we go. Right, oh god, game paused. Coffee, I've enjoyed drinking coffee since I was probably about 16. I think it's quite cool to be into, you know, black coffee espressos when you're quite young. The thing I found out recently is that your taste buds actually change as you get older. So the idea that kids like sugar a lot more than adults isn't simply a coincidence or something, them being immature. Their taste buds actually respond more strongly to sugar than adults do, and they dislike bitter flavours. So yeah, there's a fact for you. Bet you weren't expecting to hear that when you Venomancer there saying he hopes it won't be long. And Luna saying that she also hopes that it won't be long. Why don't we look at those tower hit points? So yeah, that's what your mum says Sand King. I don't know if that's clever or not. 3, 2, 1, let's... Okay. Right, so that bottom tower, Radiant, also very low. Meanwhile, we have a top tower up here. Yep, the towers of the Dire, not only do they have their XP gold advantage, their first tier towers all look very strong. Meanwhile, they could... God, if they're even... Creeps are going to be chipping away at that bottom tower even more, meaning, yeah, Radiant are very much in a weak position here. Sand King going in for a gank of Shadow Fiend. No, he's not. He's just weakening him. Oh, power shot from Windrunner, but they just weren't able to do the damage they needed to get the gank off there. Now, Radiant, of course, are in a very tricky position here because they really need to get some ganks or push over some towers in order to equalise that gold or XP. Because, frankly, they're out gold, they're out leveled. It's a very difficult position to be in Dota 2, simply because you need to make a difference, but actually if you go at all aggressive, you're much more likely to get ganked. At this point, really, you need to rely on the other team making a mistake or some incredibly elegant play on your part, which is incredibly difficult to do in a public match like this, where you're not necessarily working together with great organisation. Nature's Prophet continuing to farm, so if you're not aware, Dota 2 people sometimes farm in the jungles, which is known as jungling. And, yeah, that's Nature's Prophet. Wrath really hitting Mirana very hard. She wasn't expecting that. Wrath is a global that hits everyone on the board. Sand King running away from... Oh! That's Sand King knocked over. Templar Assassin running away. That's exactly the kind of gank that Radiant needs. Meanwhile, oh, what was that? That was Chaos Knight falling over as well from a tri-lane gank. Nature's Prophet just porting in there. And, oh, no, is Mirana going to go down as well? She's not going to be killed by neutrals. She's a pro. That wouldn't happen. Yep, so that's exactly what we like to see. If we look at the XP or gold ranking, that really, yeah, they're really snaking that graph back towards neutral, where the team will actually be on even footing. Dire have probably been a bit spooked by that and might be playing it safe. There's a power shot from Windrunner, just sending Venomancer wandering home. I like that the camera is showing me Mirana going home. That's nice. Oh, they're even chipping away at that associate tower. Sand King coming in, going to get Nature's Prophet. Oh, but no, Nature's Prophet getting away from that. Oh, slowed down by Tomorrow Assassin's trapped. All the same, it looks like Nature's Prophet's going to get out of there. Beastmaster's axes there, which is... Oh, Sand King getting spanked by Nature's Prophet. Well, even going for the gank. That looks like an epicenter from Sand King. Incredibly dangerous power. Oh, no. Hasn't managed to catch anyone on that, but Beastmaster has fallen over. He couldn't take it anymore. Sand King coming in there, knocking down Mirana, Luna. God, I always get those two confused. Sand King there, hobbling back. Nature's Prophet. Oh, they do get the gank on Nature's Prophet. That was an absolutely a brutal exchange from the Radiant. Radiant just equalising and then suffering 3 kills in 1 minute. Absolutely terrible. And then there goes that tower. So that absolutely will have, yeah, tiny little skirt there as Dire got exactly the kind of, or Radiant got exactly the kind of kills they needed, and then everything went to hell. This looks like not a lock, but it's going to require very good work from Radiant to pull this back. Chaos Knight there, Beastmaster, he's not at all been put off by the fact that he's just died. He's back in action. Windrunner's power shot, she's pushing. Windrunner, of course, incredibly powerful pusher. Oh, that is the power that I can't remember the name of that Beastmaster has, and then Luna just snakes in there to get the kill. The tricky thing with Windrunner is, of course, that she's very good at pushing and has that wonderful escape the Windrunner ability that lets her run incredibly fast back towards the enemy lines. But if you do stun her, of course, that Windrun isn't going to help her. Just keep her locked in one place, and she will fall over because she isn't the toughest of heroes. That Sand King's incredibly irritating. Sandstorm ability there. He goes invisible when he uses that. Luna jumps in with that lead. That gets a kill, and that's a horrible exchange. Can anyone get the hit on Luna? Yes, that is poison from Venomancer, and then Chaos Knight going in there just to knock down Beastmaster, and Sand King is a Sand King there in the middle. Another horrible, horrible team fight for the Radiant. Oh, Nature's Prophet knocked down there. That is a wipe. That's a wipe, leaving Dire to push down as many towers as they like. They'll probably push down that center tower since they are all there, leaving Radiant on an even harder position. That's not proper grammar. Templar Assassin running up to check if the rune is there, and it is. She grabs an invisibility rune because she wasn't sneaky enough already. Apparently there goes that tier 1 tower, leaving Sand King to probably wander home and get some health, while Windrunner and Mirana push forward like the oh no, Windrunner then pushing that middle tower like the push she is. She falls back. Just look at the minimap, we can see that that Dire have very cleverly scattered rather than allowing the healed and rested Radiant to come in and go for a team fight. Mirana just going to farm top lane. Luna going to push back bottom lane, and yeah, no, it looks like the whole Radiant team are going mid. That was everyone playing very cautiously now. Nobody quite knows the score. A lot of farming. Nature's Prophet head back into the jungle. Mirana pushing top again with a nice little wave there. Doesn't look like there's anyone to stop her. She might get in some chipping damage at that tier 2 tower. Keeping up the pressure. Let's look at the levels. Levels, everybody is a different level. John Dildo's there, lowest level, like to see that. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet is level 8. Sand King, he's level 9. Ah, yeah, good, something's happening. Right, Beastmaster getting in the kill with Shadow Fiend, and doesn't look like Mirana's going to get out of there. No, she's not, but will she get the kill on the Beastmaster? No, she won't. She won't. That was unfortunate. I can see exactly why she stood and fight there, just attempting to chip away at Beastmaster's health, but she didn't quite have what it took. Tell you what, why hasn't anyone denied that tower yet? Come on, Shadow Fiend. Why would you not deny the tower? That just seems mad. It has absolutely no health. There you go, right. So you can only actually deny your tower and knock it over yourself when it has incredibly low health, which robs the enemy team of all of the gold they would get for pushing that tower, because of course when you destroy a tower, your entire team gets gold. So yes, denying a tower, always good to just hang back if somebody's pushing over a tower and get in that last hit if you can. Nature's Prophet probably going here to get his mana before teleporting into some other part of the map. Templar Assassin playing it cautious, just farming in the jungle. I wonder what Dire's next move will be. I suppose they don't need to make a move is the advantage that they have. Dire have the huge XP and gold advantage they do. They have a tower advantage. It's really up to them to just sort of like farm and I suppose keep winning those team fights when they happen. Let the other team come to the mountain, so to speak. Oh god, I'm quoting the Bible. Okay, so that's Venomancer. He goes. That's a shackle shot. Not a very good shackle shot. That's a spear shot. That was a good spear shot. Sansin comes in with a burrow, and that's all she wrote for Venomancer. Yeah, no, definitely going up against a leveled team all in a jungle like that, that's always going to be horrible. Not much Sankey could do. And it looks like that Dire are potentially going to drop into the bottom lane and push down that tower. No, what do I know? These guys are all better players to do than I do. Ah, Stable Assassin pops in there, blinks in, hits Luna with it. Oh, no. Just going in for a gank there. The whole team banded together to scare Templar Assassin off. Shadow Fiend there, killing some things. 2 women running down a road. Shadow Fiend again. Oh, it's like Alan Partridge commenting on Dota 2. Okay, so John Dildo's there. Why do you think anyone calls themselves dildos in a game anyway? What goes through your head that you think a dildo is a good thing to name yourself after? Maybe actually his name is John Dildos, didn't consider that.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Sand King going for a borrow. Oh, and then an epicenter. That was brutal. Borrowing down the cliff. I literally didn't know you could do that. Absolutely brutal. Meanwhile, Dire just pushing that bottom lane. Yep, they should knock over that tier 2 tower. Oh no, I was looking at entirely the wrong team. Windrunner there, very much using her powers to push over a tower. The entire team, in fact. Definitely taking advantage of that wipe to push over towers. And it looks like the other team is having a morale problem, saying, good game, well played, guys, end now, please. And in my experience of those two, whenever you say, end now, please, what actually happens is you cause the other team to get massively aggressive and try and end the game, at which point you've really just goaded them into a trap. But it all comes down to whether they can push those barracks over, which will, of course, strengthen all the creeps in that wave and make them worth less experience for the other team, pushing over barracks, or racks, as they're called by cool cats. Okay, pulling in Chaos Knight, no, not pulling him in, Chaos Knight charged in there and attempted to get some kills, and then using his ultimate to create more copies up. Chaos Knight, nobody knows which one's the real one, they're all just dealing damage. Chaos Knight looks like he's going to get, oh, there he is, very bold play. Oh, is he going to, no, doesn't look like they can quite do the damage. Oh, no, take a bad, I take a bad. John Dildos did some damage there and killed him. Looks like Sand King there using his sense of ability going to get the kill of Luna. Yep, and no, that was generally not an exchange that was worth it. They definitely should have hung around at that tower, and they were just goaded into a fight just beyond it. Nature's Prophet, meanwhile, pushing at the top. So Nature's Prophet's an interesting character because his ability to create trees or creeps, I'm just actually going to put the camera on him, his ability to create trees and also port around the map allows him to create these neutrals and then, you know, send them into lanes so he can teleport around the map. If you're going up against a good Nature's Prophet, you're going to have a much harder time defending your lanes because ultimately he can be anywhere at any point and just create these creeps, push down the lane. I have stopped playing Nature's Prophet recently after I realised that, of course, any creeps you make are also worth gold, as you just saw there. So ultimately, you're giving the other team more gold if you don't know what you're doing and don't push at the right place at the right time. Windrunner very delicately taking apart that wave there. Dire again have had a victory and have just gone, 4 sheets to win, scattered across the map, and no, definitely not giving Radiant the team fight that they want. I'm going to put it back on directed camera so the game can show me something interesting. Which is what I was looking at, apparently. Okay, we have Shadow Fiend and Venomancer. Shadow Fiend, where's he going? He's just warding. Shadow Fiend is a support, so he is spending some of his gold on wards, which will give his whole team map visibility. Then we've got a woman on a panther again, and she's got a bow, and that's going to happen. God, I'm actually running out of steam at this point. I can't imagine what it's like for just to comment on hour-long matches. That would be crazy. Okay, Nature's Prophet, he's pushing. What's going on? Oh, come on. She took some damage there from a something, and that was bad. And she leaps away. You go, girl. You run away from that thing that I don't know what it is. Nature's Prophet there, continuing to push with his trees. Okay, right now what we've got there is that's Mirana's ultimate that causes your entire team to become invisible. She's using that. She got her team behind enemy lines. They're going to get ganked for sure. Yeah, there they go. Not entirely sure what her plan was there. But tell you what, they did get that kill on Beastmaster. He's the worst of the beasts, isn't he? I think, is man the real beast? And Beastmaster comprehensively answered the question there with a no. Venomancer, he's a snake. Chaos Knight hits Venomancer. He doesn't like that snake at all, but it looks like the snake's going to escape because that snake is weaving through those trees with some really quality skills. Is he going to get out there? Is Luna going to save him? No, Chaos Knight brings him in and hits him with an axe. And no, surely Luna's going to escape this tower. Yeah, there she goes. And she turns around, and that tower causing almost no damage to Chaos Knight because this is that part of the game where characters just aren't afraid of towers anymore. That's a nice big wave. Nature's Prophet there running with a wave of people. He looks like he's going to a toga party. I don't know what DLC the guy's bought there. But I approve. Sand King, he's a scorpion thing. And he's pretty good. Meanwhile, Chaos Knight isn't a scorpion, he's a man on a horse. And he's hitting a siege engine. Look at him go. He's just in his element there on that horse. One of the best horses in gaming, maybe? No, probably not. Oh, got some frame rate issues. Going to turn off fraps and turn it on again. Okay, so Templar Assassin level 13. She's level 13, and she's going to. She's picked up an invisibility rune again. She loves those runes. She's got a bottle, which of course is an item that you combine those two, which allows you to store runes for a later date. There you go. She's used the invisibility rune now to get the most out of it, and she's snaking in there. She's got her teammates. She's Chaos Knight's going to look at beating time. She's got Templar Assassin's there. Shadow Fiend getting the. Oh, I'm going to have to beat that. Not swearing is difficult. Yeah, Shadow Fiend once again using his disruption ability to put himself in a collective shell. It's not going to save him though, but it might allow Venomancer to do a little bit of damage. No, will it? Venomancer, no, running out there. He knows it's a bad fight. Beastmaster's in there now. Venomancer and Beastmaster dealing damage, but is it enough? No, because of Epicenter. That horrible Epicenter ability of Sand King's doing massive area effect damage to everybody. Oh my goodness. There we go. Templar Assassin is on a mega kill streak with a double kill. I'm just reading what it says on the screen now. The entire team fall back. That's a horror. I hate it when the enemy walk away from team fights and they all have low health. And if you could have just focused your fight, you could have killed Common. So, oh my god, that kills Luda as well. Everybody falling back to the creep wave there. They're going to walk with it. They're going to push over that middle tower almost certainly. Not much for the other team to do. And you just know that XP chart when I open it's going to be horrible. Oh my goodness, more than 15,000 XP. Scattered over the entire enemy team. A horrible thing for Radiant to be facing. But yep, there we go. We have all 5 of them pushing over a tower. Tower's being pushed. It's going to fall over. I'm trying to do my best commentator impression. Oh my god, Radiant have fortified it. It's probably going to fall over, yeah. It's probably what's going to happen. There it goes. That's extra gold for the team. And there, here we go. Beastmaster and Venomancer and Shadow Fiend moving in. I've got a frame rate issue again. I'm going to close fraps and start it again. This is, of course, the difficult part of any Dota 2 match when it becomes clear which team's going to win, and it's just going to take them time to get there. And also, I suppose, a difficult part for a Dota 2 commentator because you're no longer relying on tension to. So how do I keep up the tension? Venomancer's created a wall of wards there, plague wards. That's going to probably not stop anybody, but I do like his sort of attempt in the fact that it looks pretty. Sand King there, walking down a river. He's got 3 Sand Kings now. That's good because, as we all know, 3 Sand Kings is better than 2 Sand Kings, which is better than 1 Sand King. Of course, those people at home will see that some of the illusions are blue, but the fact is that the other team will only see them as 3 regular Sand Kings, and you won't know which of them is the correct one. Shadow Fiend walking through the forest there. Who's he going to cause a terrible time for? No, he's going to get murdered. Oh, but at least, well, Venomancer got a venomous skeleton, so really small poison damage will be done to those people who killed his friend. So he has the last laugh, really. Beastmaster and Venomancer moving in there, just trying to snake around the incredibly dangerous Templar Assassin. We've got some trees, thanks to Nation Prophet, that was good. But it's not enough, is it, really? Because she's probably an absurd level at this point. Templar Assassin is level 15 to, yeah, on average the other teams are all level 12. Do we have anyone on the other team who is at least a comparable level? Yeah, it looks like Luna and Nature's Prophet of all people. So Nature's Prophet really, though, a pusher. He's not as useful in team fights as just about anyone else in the game. So that's problematic for the team. For the Radiant, the person on their team with the most XP is the one who can't actually gank particularly efficiently. Oh god, it looks like, yep, Nature's Prophet is going to push down that tier 2 tower, which potentially means, I mean, who knows, with some spectacular play, Radiant could potentially push down some barracks or a tier 3 tower, which would change everything immediately. Dire do have all the XP and gold advantage, but you know what, if you can push down a pair of barracks, then really, there's still everything to play for. People have come back from worse games than this. So Chaos Knight, there, no, Chaos Knight just dominating there. Somebody was in the base, not sure who that was. Looks like they managed to kill Templar Assassin, which is excellent. No idea when that happened. Chaos Knight and Sand King just scutting around there, and Mirana there just moving around. Starfall happening, dealing some damage, just pushing those creeps. Looks like they're trying to push 2 barracks over simultaneously. That tower's going to take some serious damage, especially if Windrunner has her focus fire ability. Meanwhile, Mirana focusing on that tower there. Chaos Knight is skirting around, a bit nervous. He knows he's really a team fight machine, but no, he gets in there. Shadow Fiend, however, moving in, he's going to do something. Yep, there you go. He's poisoned 2 illusions of Mirana, so nice try. He's just, we've really just got like a Normandy-like defense here. That tower is going to go down. Sand King probably buying something from the shop. That's the only reason anyone stands still in Dota 2. And yep, everybody scouting, falling back, not pushing over those barracks, which is a shame. Not even, in fact, pushing over any of the towers. Just gently chipping away at their health, waiting, biding their time. They're professionals. They know what they're doing. Shadow Fiend. definitely is in a place where he potentially shouldn't be. He's absolutely not a combat character. He's very much support, dealing with chipping away health, making sure enemies take more damage than they should do, disrupting people, taking them out of team fights. Looks like that entire team is... what are they doing? What are they doing? I don't like this, it's too quiet. I suppose they're just waiting for the wave. Yeah, they're waiting for the wave and then they're going to push this tower over. Just going to turn fraps on and off again like a pro. One of the most interesting things about Dota 2 is that it's a video game. And I don't know if you know this, but video games are like regular games, but they're electric, and they use electricity. They're powered by polygons, which if all games are actually made up of tiny little bits of 3D called polygons, and polygons are the largest source of polygons in the world is actually the mineral deposits underneath Uganda. Which is one of the reasons Uganda has a higher GDP compared to other Central African countries. Sand King there, skirting around. Oh, he's a hero in Dota 2. Ah, go into the tower! Come on, push over the barracks, gentlemen. It looks like we've got 2 disconnects from... Oh, okay, so actually what's happened is some of the team have given up. Yeah. So that probably means there isn't... No, you know what? I'll use this as a test of my commentary ability. Let's just see. I'll keep commenting even though the game isn't really happening at this point. Oh, those are wipes from... not a wipe. I don't know. English has failed me at this point. I wonder how commentators deal with this problem. I wonder what they do when they can't speak English anymore. Okay, yep, they're all scouting around, trying to get the kill. Even fighting around the fountain is, of course, just showing off. But it looks like they're all confident they can do it. Yep, certainly the fountain hasn't got any kills. That's the Sandstorm from Sand King, always taking him out of trouble. It's a lovely, lovely ability. Oh my god, would you look at that? Okay, so Nature's Prophet's actually knocking down barracks, like I said he would before, which means that potentially if... No, Radiant have, of course, knocked down barracks too. You know what? Radiant probably screwed. If they'd knocked down those barracks maybe 5 minutes ago, they might have been doing something, but yeah... No, that's not ideal at all. Nature's Prophet there doing his best, doing what Nature's Prophet does, doing the only thing Nature's Prophet can do, even though it's something of a farce at this point. I'm not entirely sure what Dire are doing. They could be hacking away at at those towers. Possibly they're just waiting for a creep wave. Possibly they're just not ending the game because they're jerks, which is the least sportsmanlike thing you can do in Dota 2. Shadowfiend there just bullying Sand King. Sand King's burrowing to get away from the illusions that emerge when Shadowfiend uses disruption. Venomancer just there. No, he's keen to get that kill. Sand King not coming out the Sandstorm. They know he's there. They just can't do anything because none of them have any of the items that would otherwise let you see someone in invisibility. Oh, that's a kill. Good work, guys. It's always nice to get kills even once you've lost against enemies with vastly superior equipment and bodies, firm, young, tight bodies that they probably have. Let's push over that tower. Let's do it, guys. Come on, I've run out of commentator juice. My batteries are flat. Please end the game. That tower is going to hit Windrunner for some damage. And then meanwhile, the Northwestern still continuing to show off, getting that kill of Venomancer within spitting distance of the tower. Yeah, this is definitely not the kind of Dota that I like to see. I like to see people ending the game as efficiently as quickly as possible because really it's no fun to be getting your head kicked in. People just showing off, getting those kills. It's just honestly not pleasant to see. Mirana knocking over that tower very efficiently. Really at this point there should be creeps in the base. They should be knocking over that ancient, but it's just a quirk of the design of Dota 2. If you watch professional games, here's the thing, tournament games, professional teams actually usually give up by this point, and it's a real bone of contention for me that if you play on pubs like most people play Dota 2, there is no option to give up, there's no option to throw in the towel, you just have to sit through this very kind of painful end to a match, even though for the last 5 minutes of any match of Dota 2 you really know you've lost. It's possible to come back, not from necessarily this situation, but situations that aren't quite as bad as this. But no, it is the duty of every Dota 2 player to suffer through this and grit your teeth and bear it and accept that you are wasting your life. Windrunner there jumping with a Force Staff. A Force Staff is an item that you can use to knock people around. You can actually use you can potentially use the Force Staff to knock people into places that they cannot escape from. So if they don't have town portal scrolls, they are stuck there permanently because there is no suicide key. That's a tip for you because I love you. Everybody's going back to base. Looks like they're just trying to scrape together the minions or the equipment or the items or the money that they need to get that last kill. Somebody, as we can see here, is porting in to do Roshan. If I just get on free camera, Roshan being the most dangerous. No, No? What was he doing there? I saw the teleport logo. Interesting. Okay, yep, we've got... Yeah, here we go. So Dire Team porting in. They've got their equipment. They've got their whole team together. They're going to push in. They're going to knock down Sand... Oh, no, those are actually AI. Those players have... Oh, no, sorry, my bad. We've got Nature's Prophet. We've got Venomancer. Venomancer's down. Leaving only Nature's Prophet as the last human player on the Dark side. He wasn't disconnected. He's running home. He knows the score. Everybody else knocking down those barracks. Really, at this point, they could be attacking the Aegis here. It's look, I'm pinging. I know what I'm doing. They're knocking over the barracks. This is just quite tedious at this point. They're destroying every single build they can before anything to get back up with the Aegis. You know what? I think the real winners here are the Radiant. They just didn't resort to this kind of nonsensical tactics, this knockdown of every possible building. And there we go. Dire not even attacking the Immortal when their creeps are doing it. When the game's actually ending, when that bar's ticking down. Yeah, no, sure enough, the whole team just bullying. This is ugly. This is horrible. The humanity. This is Apocalypse Now. This is Heart of Darkness in video game form. Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing not history, but you're watching humanity at its worst. You're watching a pizza burn on the roof of the mouth of the world, as a philosopher once said. And yeah, no, that whole team is pushing in, trying to get the kill. Nature's Prophet, the last man standing, and yep, that's the game. That is off camera. Off camera, the Aegis collapses. Not even looking at that. Okay, well, and that's my first ever attempt at casting. Yeah. God, that was appalling. Right, I am going to try and get better. And next week on PCGamer.com, you're going to witness me casting after receiving some tips from the pros. So thank you everybody, and yeah, no, seriously, thank you. You're a good person. You really didn't deserve to hear that.